Giving shots, cleaning catheters, and monitoring medical equipment. Caring for a sick, aging parent can be physically and emotionally draining.
But imagine balancing those full-time duties with homework, classes, tests. Did you know there are more than 1.3 million child caregivers in the U.S. that are too afraid or embarrassed to tell teachers or their peers?
But one woman is shedding light on their situation and offering their families solutions.
Cooking, cleaning, and counting pills. So while most 7-year-olds were playing house, Anne Marie was trying to manage hers.
I couldn't get into any clubs because I had to come home, take care of her. I had no social life.
A car accident and stroke left her mother partially paralyzed, forcing Anne Marie to care for her and her sick sister.
I asked, why would God do this to us, and why would he put the responsibilities on me?
These are the families Connie Siskowski had in mind when she founded the Caregiving Youth Project.
The government started with support for family caregivers. They only looked at adults, and I think it was through ignorance.
At 11, Connie began caring for her sick grandfather.
I was the one who found him dead at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was 13 at the time.
She says the first step is letting kids know they're not alone. The project offers in-home help and classes at school. It also makes teachers more aware of the student's situation. Through camps and trips, these caregivers are given a chance to be carefree.
And so, a little bit can really make a difference.
Now, the cooking skills Anne Marie learned at 7 are paying off. The high school senior is now preparing for culinary school.
God puts trials in your life, so it makes you stronger as a person.
Providing strength and support, one family at a time.
And the project also provides families with practical resources ranging from home computers to clean water systems. Eligible kids receive support from 6th grade until graduation.
There are so many children who live through difficult situations, and just like with Anne Marie and Connie, those situations many times involve families. But our next guests work to help those kids.
That's right. Lauren Pierce is program coordinator of the Casa program in Sussex County. Casa stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates. Michael Eisenhower is a Casa and president of Friends of Sussex Casa. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Now, Lauren, I'm going to start with you. You know, and we saw in that piece there, kids sometimes are forced to just grow up too soon.
Absolutely. We are the court-appointed special advocates, and what we do is our volunteers are appointed to represent the best interest of children in cases of abuse and neglect. Often these kids come to us having very difficult situations. Just like in the video we just saw, they are forced to grow up too young. They have undertaken an incredible amount of responsibility caring for their parents, caring for themselves, and are just in a tough spot. So what our volunteers do is they will advocate for what's the best interest of the child. A lot of these children have been removed from their homes, and they are subject to family court proceedings. So it's a pretty scary time. What the volunteer will do is go out and interview teachers. If the child's old enough, they'll talk to the biological parents, foster parents, Division of Family Service Workers, and then based on the information that they gather, make a recommendation to the family court judge of what they think is in the child's best interest.
So is there an ongoing need for CASAs?
Always, always. Unfortunately, you know, it seems like it's kind of a steady flow. Especially around these holidays, we may get more or less calls. We just kind of never know. Sometimes when school starts, it kind of comes up, you know, increases a little bit more with more people making hotline reports and reporting child abuse and neglect. So we're trying to capitalize on the holidays, and if anybody's interested in becoming a CASA, it requires some time and some training, which we provide, but it's definitely a very rewarding experience.
And we actually have the phone numbers in both Kent and Sussex County if you would like to become a CASA. They're on your screen. Sussex County 302-855-7410 and Kent County 302-672-1037. Now, Mike, you are a CASA.
That's correct.
What made you get involved?
Well, I saw the ad in the paper looking for CASAs, and I cut it out and I put it on my bulletin board, which happens to be the refrigerator. And I walked past it several times, maybe for a week or so, and then he said, well, you know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to give a call. Because all of my children are adopted, so
you have
it's kind of like
right?
Yes,
5.
And so it's kind of like already being in the program. So I knew a little bit about not CASAs, but the situation they could be in.
It's rewarding for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's fun.
Now,
sometimes.
you're also the president of Sussex Casas. What is the Friends of Sussex Casas?
Well, in June, we found out that the federal government had cut the funding for the program across the United States by, I believe the correct number was 68%. So that meant the program was going to suffer a little bit. So we got a group together, a group of Casas together, and we set up a nonprofit charitable corporation, and we're going to be funding. We're going to have fund drives and everything. And what we're trying to do is fund those things that that are not available. We're not allowed to give gifts to the children.
Right.
That's a national commitment, but we can support groups of children, like seniors, high school seniors going to college. We can support them by giving them computers.
Now, do you have to be a CASA to take part in the Friends of Casa group?
No, you can be a CASA, you can be a member of the organization just by filling out a membership application. And there is a annual dues, and it's anybody that has an interest in supporting children in foster care, children who've been involved in child abuse and neglect.
Right. Now, real quick before we let you go, you've got an upcoming fundraiser. It's your first one.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
December 18th.
Yeah.
At Bethany Blues in Lewis, Delaware. It's kind of interesting. The restaurant is giving out coupons. We can give as many coupons as we want to everybody. It's just that when you come in to have dinner, you bring the coupon.
Right.
They will give 10% of the total tab. Either it's a bar tab or a dinner tab. They will give 10% of that tab to.
And that's on December 18th.
December 18th.
That happens. And within a couple of days, you'll have that coupon available online.
Yes. It's on the website.
All righty.
Yes.
Thank you so much. For more information on how you can become a CASA or to get involved with the Friends of Sussex CASA program, go to delmarvalife.com, click on the show tab. Still ahead on Delmarva Life, is the air in your home safe? How one device can make sure of that, and point out the possible problem areas. Brian puts it to the test inside his own home. We'll show you what it revealed.
And from the air in your home to the air seeping out of your home, how you can spot and fix problem areas that may be costing you big bucks. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.